The thing I like most about, that I hope for most about Christmas is just the morning rush of my kids when they were growing up, getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning like your kids are, and just knowing that Jesus has finally arrived. He's come into this world to save us. The anticipation, the hope through Advent is going to happen now. But that morning, that Christmas Eve night, that when we meet as a church family, we get together. It's a lovely, compassionate time. But that morning is it, and that's when I know that Christ came into this world. The hardest thing that I have had to wait for was my son coming out of the hospital when he was first born. I was a new father. I just didn't know. I thought it was quick. I thought, boom, boom, we go in for a couple days and we come out. And my son had sugar problems, and they had to intravenously inject him with sugar on the top of his head. So it just kind of threw me, and we couldn't leave until the sugar was at the right level, and that's probably the hardest thing that I've ever had to hope for as far as waiting on Jesus. One of the best gifts that I ever received was my daughter graduating from college. She has worked hard for this over the last some years, and I've saw her through the whole time working through this period. So I just want to shout out to my daughter and tell her that it was one of the best gifts I've ever received. So I thank the Lord for that. And what hope that God has fulfilled in me is meeting my wife back in the 80s. It was a terrible time for me. And just meeting her and someone accepting me for who I was back then, I really am thankful to Jesus that I met my wife. So I'm thankful and I'm hopeful for future blessings. I'm hopeful with what's going to happen in my life and what's going on with the church. But again, hope is, you can't see it, you have to believe it. And I know He's there. What does it mean for me to hope in Jesus, hope in God? It's everything. My mother's gone, my father's gone, my wife can't help me all the time with problems, my minister can't. There's only one hope. And hope is sometimes not seen, and that's where I am now. My hope is in Jesus. That's all I have in life right now, and all we all have. He's not seen sometimes, but He's there, and my hope is Him for the rest of my life.